don't think I would dream of giving Laurence Fishburne a tip.
Advice. Laurence, let me tell you.
Laurence, I feel like you're doing it wrong.
We are stronger together.
You'd abandon a life of peace to join me on a death march.
But you gave me a lot of guidance. I really relied on Joey because Joey's character is the character through which I was able to enter the world as a viewer. And so as an actor, if I ever had any real questions, not to bother the boss with them because she's so busy, taking care of the whole world, I could always go, Joe, so.
To your other boss.
This thing, blah, 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 this connect with that and that, why does this happen? And he would be like, okay, so in season 1, 2, and 3, this and that is connected to
books, it's there.
And the books, and then if in the games, though, however, it was so. I relied on Joe heavily to understand the world.
Yes. You are becoming something new.
Today we fight for our future! So much of the season for us was just about moving forward and moving forward with energy and embracing all of the change and all of the excitement. And I think it's really evident when you watch the show. I think there is a confidence in season 4. And I think even, having people like Laurence or Liam join this family, it's helpful because the rest of us have been here for our entire lives.
Yes.
So it truly was like,
galvanizing.
It was so great to have sort of new energy in, but then also to say, this is our world, this is how we play in it. Right. It's an incredibly collaborative place. So I just was ready to get started, which is why press has been so fun, because we just want to talk about it. We're living it. We just want to we want the world to see.
You did not mention anything about an ominous graveyard of death.
This character, I've said this many times over the years, but I will stick to it. He was a fan favorite long before I came along and played him. And so if you start with the core tenets of that character, of Sapkowski's words, of his creation, then it's almost like you can't really do anything wrong as long as you kind of embody as much as you can those words and the character from the books. And so that's all I tried to do. And then obviously I had the very good fortune of Lauren coming in and shaping this character and being so collaborative. And we started with all these different characteristics that started to blend over the seasons. And it's an honor to be part of the Dandelion Jaskier legacy, as it were.
Nice.
Yeah.
Whatever he's up to, Ciri's at the center of it.
She will be mine.
Can we win this fight?
I mean, honestly,
So 2 to 3.
yes, it literally is
3 plot lines.
3 plot lines, 3 characters, each on their own journeys. And in some ways, it's a great place to start in the story because you really get to focus on what Geralt's going through, what Yennefer's going through, what Ciri's going through. They each find their own sort of new families. Obviously, these guys are a part of Geralt's family. And you really get to see this character evolution for everyone. And also, what I think is great in terms of keeping up with the lore is it's also a show that you can just step back and enjoy. I mean, it's quite a ride, and we don't take ourselves too seriously, which I think is fun in fantasy.
Which was key.
Yeah,
really
so you
key.
can really just sit back and sort of, you don't have to look at family trees necessarily. You can just enjoy it, enjoy the ride.
Let's fucking move! What if I can't save her?
I watched the first season, I watched the second season, I enjoyed them. I just didn't know, how big the world was, how many actors were gonna be involved, how many writers were gonna be involved, where we were gonna be shooting, schedule, all that stuff. I was just like, okay, let's go.
But you brought that attitude, which was
that energy.
so good, because that world can be really daunting to step into.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember our first conversation, because it literally was so you're going to be a vampire. Yes, a higher vampire. It's different than a regular vampire.
Right.
It's a story of addiction, but it's also a story about, you're a monster, but you won't be killed by the monster hunter.
Right.
And you were like, okay.
All right,
Okay.
yeah.
Right.
Yes.
all challenges that I think, made it sort of, something to look forward to, because it's not something, I haven't done anything like this before. So that for me is part of the criteria of something. It's like, have you done it? Nope. Okay, do you think you can do it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Only one way to find out. Let's go.
Yeah.
He was giddy. It was quite funny to watch. He kept coming into the makeup room being like, Joe. Look what I'm wearing. Have you seen my hair?
You seen my eyes? It's this mystical, magical world where all kinds of creatures are, intersecting with each other, and all kinds of fantastic things happen. And as a result, you can tell all kinds of stories.
Yeah.
Like any kind of story you want to just kind of pull out of the air. you can just kind of lob it in there and then see what happens. Yeah.
I think it's absolutely right. I mean, I would have
It's
said
magic.
anything goes.
Anything
and again,
goes.
this is down to Sapkowski in the books, which is they pull on so many different fairy tales, so many different, sort of elements of fantasy, but also are a reflection of the real world, I think in a really brilliant way. So we get to have so much fun, despite the fact that we also try to show really, real stakes. But, I mean, there's also a lot of humor and a lot of insanity.
Yeah, which is really helpful. Really helpful. Yeah.